Hi guys, we're going to go over problems that are similar to that SWYK, the show what you know, that's what that stands for. I'm not doing the exact same problems that you have on there, but these will be similar. So you have a problem on there, I don't know what number it is for you, they're all mixed up, but it's the one that says the I love algebra club. So I'll just put a red heart there. So the one that says I love algebra club um, gives different positions. And there's one just like this on the homework too. But I'm just going to say that there are 30 members, and I'm going to say that there is a president, a vice president, and a secretary. So if I want to know all the different ways that I can pick these three spots, that means that the order is important. So that makes it a permutation. And that means that I would do 30p3. And on the calculator, I would type 30. I'd hit the PRB button right here. There's a P and then a 3. I'd get a pretty big number. Now, another thing you could do is with this one, since the order is important, you could say there's 30 people you could pick for president, there's 29 you could pick for vice president, and then there's only 28 you could pick for secretary. So if I did 30 times 29 times 28, I get the exact same answer. So again, these are different numbers than you guys have on your SWYK, but that's very similar to the I Love Algebra Club. All right, another problem that you guys have on there is one that talks about the Rawls rocket to success, something like that. Again, I'm just going to say that I have 4 projects, and I want to know all the different ways that I can do these projects. Again, the order is important, so that's another permutation. So I could do 4p4. Or I could just do 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Or we even talked about that just being 4 factorial. So 3 different ways you could type this in on the calculator. You have 4, hit the PRB button. It's a permutation. You want to pick all 4 projects, 24. You could do 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 to get 24, or you could do 4 and then hit that factorial, that number 3. So again, you have different numbers on your SWYKs, but that should give you an idea of how to do that. Another problem you guys have on there is about Lambercy's puppies. So this one, this is where they're talking about the sombreros and all that kind of stuff. So I'm just gonna say I want to know how many different outfits I can make. I'm gonna say that there's 10 shirts to pick from. There's 15 hats and 12, I don't know, let's go scarves. So you have to pick one of each. You want one of each. How many different outfits? I would do 10. There's 10 different shirts to pick from. There's 15 different hats to pick from. And there's 12 different scarves to pick from. On your calculator, just type 10 times 12, or 10 times 15 times 12. It doesn't matter what order you type that in. And I get 1,800. Again, you guys have different numbers, but that should give you an idea of how to do that. Another one that you guys have on there is Lindbergh's Limbo, the limbo problem. So this is like a competition. Let's say that we have 50 participants, 50 people, and we're going to get a first, a second, and a third place. Again, first is better than third place, so the order is important. So permutation. So you would do, there's 50 people to pick from. You want to pick 3 of them. Or if it's a permutation, you could say 50 people could get first, then there's only 49 to get second, then there's 48 who could get third place. So I would type 50 PRB, do the permutation button 3, or if you want to do 50 times 49 times 48, you get the same answer. So these are pretty big answers. 600. Again, that will not be your answer. Yours will be different this problem. All right, let's see. There's one about like Mr. Iddings makes a code. It had like colors and it had colors and numbers and letters. So I'm going to make up my own. So this is a code. I'm going to say for the first one, I want to use one of the colors from the rainbow. So I've got 6 colors to pick from. In the next 3 spots, I'm going to say that I want these to be non-repeating. I'm going to say letters. I know that's not what it says on yours, but we're going to do it a little bit different. And then I'm going to say the last 3 are digits. And I'm just going to say I don't want, for some reason, I don't want to use the number 0 or the number 1. So not a 0 or a 1. So in this spot, there's 6 colors to pick from. Think about that. There's 26 letters in the alphabet. So there's 26. Once I use a letter, I cannot repeat it. So now there's only 25. I can't repeat either one of those. So now there's only 24 to pick from. Keep in mind, there's 10 total digits. But I don't want to use a 0 or 1, so then I only have 8 to pick from. And it's okay if I repeat these. It didn't say anything about repeating it. And then you just type that in the calculator. It's going to be a huge number. Let's see, 6 times 26 times 25 times 24 times 8 times 8 times 8. Yeah, nice big old number there. I'm not even going to write it down. Okay. All right, another problem that you guys have on there is Collier's water world, something like that. So we'll just call it the water problem. So I'm going to say that I've got 8 different rafts, I don't know, whatever kind of water thing to pick from. So I've got 8 that I can pick from, and I want to use, while I'm on vacation, I want to use at least, these are tricky, 6. I want to be able to use at least 6 of them, 6. So if I say 6, that means I'll be happy with 6 or 7 or all 8 of them. So that's what that means. Now, the order that I use these isn't important. So I've got 8 to pick from. This is a combination because order is not important. Order not important. So that's called a combination. Permutation order is important, combination is not. So I've got 8 to pick from and I want to pick 6. Or means to add. I've got 8 to pick from, I'll be happy if I get 7. Or means to add. I'll be happy if I use all 8. So really, you guys are going to have to use your calculator on this. If you don't have a calculator, you don't have one like this where you know where the C button is, then just look on the internet for combination. So just Google a combination calculator. You can at least type it in. But if you have a calculator like this, 8, hit the PRB button. 2, that's the combination there. 6. So that gives me the answer 28. So this is 28. Do 8, see 7. That gives me the number 8. And then one more time, I'm going to do 8, PRB, 2, 8. And that's a 1. Add these all up. So 28 plus 8 plus 1. And I've got 37. Again, you guys have different numbers to work with, but at least you can maybe see where to put these. All right, if you have a different calculator and you need help, just let me, Miss Mason or I know. We can try to help you figure that out. All right, let's see. I think we had a couple more here. So another one on this SWYK that you guys have. Oh, good old factoring. So it says to factor. So this is the bounce stuff. That. So I'm going to make one up here. Let's do 2x squared plus x minus 21. So if I'm going to do the bounce, I'm going to go like this. 2 times negative 21 is negative 42x squared. I need to make a list of all the factors. I need the signs to be different because this is negative and the bigger one has to be positive. So I've got a negative 1x and 42. That does not add up to that. So I've got negative 2 and 21. Nope. Negative 3 and 14. Nope. I can't divide by 4 or 5, but I can divide by 6. There's my numbers I'm going to use. So I'm going to do 2x squared minus 6x plus 7x minus 21. Factor by grouping. Take out a 7. So one of my factors is 2x plus 7. This is a factor. Another factor is x minus 3. Sorry, guys. So you'd have to just pick one of those factors. All right, one more that you have on here is a review type problem. All right, so this is a review one. I'm going to make one up. This is very similar to one of them that's on your SWYK. Times, let me do 2a, let's go negative 3b, negative 8. All right, so when you do these, you have to distribute this exponent to everything in the parentheses. So I've got to do 5 cubed a. I multiply exponents there, so 4 times 3 is 12. Here, 6 times 3 is 18. And then I'm going to copy the rest of this. So here, 5 cubed, use your calculator if you need to. 5 times 5 times 5 is 125. So if I do 125 times 2, let's do times 2, I get 250. 250. Now, if I put my a's together, remember you add these exponents right there. So 12 plus negative 3 is 9. So I've got a to the 9th. If you add your b's, these exponents right here, 18 and negative 8 is going to give you 10. All right. Good luck, you guys.